The Ravens from the 22. They're setting up screen. Huge yardage picked up and finally tackled at the end.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
First down at the 48. Mingo makes the stop. And now, let's take a look at the Ravens offense. Very good at moving the football and right up near the top when it comes to yards per game. Second down here after that run play. Out of the shotgun formation. Scanning the field. And intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
Well, as a quarterback, I think the biggest thing, keep your confidence level up and come out here and get it done.
The Ravens defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 49. Here's a look at the Dolphins offense. Middle of the road when it comes to passing yards on the season. Perhaps this week in practice they figured something out. From the gun. He climbs the ladder and has it. That receiver, Phil, is a quarterback's dream. Going high in the air on a high throw and getting the reception.
Oh, man, do quarterbacks love that? They throw it, think, oh, my gosh, it's... They're ready to chase the defender down with an interception, but no, the wide receiver goes up and just makes an awesome catch.
Set up now at the 26. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. They'll run it off the toss. Now, here's the Ravens defense stacks up this season. They're #1 in the NFL in turnover differential, and that is as good as it gets when it comes to winning a category.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Makes the catch. Touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
It's always nice to jump out to lead the football game. It just takes pressure off of you, and what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
Extra point is good. The Dolphins now getting ready to kick it away. And Williams has got it. And he's out. Just gave points. Well, let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
And here's the Dolphins line up on defense. They've given up a lot of passing yards this season, so they'll need to try and keep the offense in check today. Brown's going to make the tackle.
The Ravens' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
This play set up by the long gainer. Looking across the middle, brings it in. Coming to the line at the 34. Now 1st and 10. It's Strong who comes down with it. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. And that's a nice recovery after falling behind early, tying the game here just midway through the first quarter.
You know, Jim, when you fall behind early in football games, it can be a little unsettling because you go, oh, no, here we go. We're always behind. But, hey, that touchdown, that's going to change their frame of mind and emotionally going to lift them up, should help their play.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. First down at the 18. Trying to find it open to the right. Johnson's there to make the tackle.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards. Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
Bortles going to take it from the gun.
Go long, run a fly route, run a 9 route because that means straight ahead or a streak. Show the speed that you have and get it done.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Back to the air here on 1st down. Bortles now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. And it's just thrown away.
Jim, I'll tell you this. Quarterbacks hate throwing the football away. You know why? Because it just goes down in the record books as an incompletion. So, good job that time. The QB looked, nobody open, and he finally gets rid of the football. Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Wants to go deep. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
Williams has got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
2nd down and 10. Takes off with it. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. That's his first reception today.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
First down following the long play. Scarius has the sack.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
They bring him down one more time.
Well, defensive tackle, so many times they're in charge of stopping a run, but not this time. The big fella, good move at the snap of the football, gets in that backfield and gets the sack.
The Ravens lined up in the pistol. Pass is intercepted. He's brought down.
Isn't it awesome on the defensive side where you have linebackers can make plays like that? Getting that interception, it's not always defensive backs that get to make those plays. Linebackers can do it too.
The Dolphins will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays that keeps the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again. Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle.
And he just tosses it incomplete. Coming to the line at the 48.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
To Williams. Williams tackled right at the 28.
What a nice corner route run by the receiver. He fakes the defensive back out, and look at the quarterback. He knows that little move. When he stuck it, he led him out to the corner. Nice throw, nice catch.
He pulls it down somehow. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time. And again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
First and goal from the 2. The give out of the eye. Powers his way across our playbook, Phil, because this game is so one-sided as the first quarter is drawing near a finish.
Oh, shoot, you know me. I'm very limited. I only have one playbook, and that's all out. But, hey, that describes what we're seeing here so far. The offense, the whole football team, they've been sharp, and they're on their way to a blowout.
The Dolphins setting up here for the kickoff. Williams got a chance for a return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Ravens offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7. Let's go. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
Now, if you want to keep your place on the offense, then catch the pass and break a tackle and get some extra yards. That's what the guy did on that play. Nice job by him.
Amaro's lined up outside on the right. Let's go. And a flag comes out. The defense, a little jumpy right there. We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. 1st and 5. Here's the handoff.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
And the second quarter is underway. Ayers has the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
The Ravens come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. The catch is made by Strong. Third down now. Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll take the snap from the gun. Scans the field. Incomplete.
The Ravens don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
That beautifully executed punt.
Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Turpin with the grab. He's brought to a halt.
Well, the quarterback showed off.